Reddit asks, what is a horrible fact that a person could have lived happily without knowing? Dogs like squeaky toys because they imitate the scream of an agonizing snack. I've told so many people, yet some get mad for some reason. At least when my dog is done biting his toys, he will lick them to help them recover. Just to make them squeak again.
If you are exposed to rabies, you won't show any symptoms for months, potentially. As soon as you begin to show symptoms, you would die. There is nothing that you can do for yourself. Go to emergencies if any wild animal bites you. Rabies is the worst possible path you could go with, and that's considering dying of hunger, fire, or jumping from an airplane. You become delirious and you become obsessed with a deep fear of water. You slowly begin to fade away as the virus begins to further interrupt your bodily functions. In the best of cases, you die.
There's no certainty that the universe won't end in the next 10 seconds.
Male otters are very aggressive when it comes to passionate hugging. A significant number of female otters and baby seals die because of the trauma caused by the passionate hugging often forced with male otters. The causes of death include drowning, bites and others.
A male raccoon can fit inside his pooping hole. He can fit in a 4-inch wide hole and their poopies can extend 9 inches. It's basic mathematics.
I could have a brain aneurysm waiting to explode, and I would never know. Your artery can do so too if it becomes bigger. In more than 90% of cases, the first sign of an enlarged artery, it begins to die, almost immediately. Due to how your perception of time changes as you get older, supposing you live a long life, you have lived half of your life perceived at 20 years of age. I think this is due because of how we see time in relation to our total life. Like at 15 years, a year is 6.7% of our life compared to 80, where 1 year is just 1.25%. The older you get, the lower the yearly percentage. That's why as we get older, years seem to go by quicker, but this is just a hypothesis. There could have been a gamma ray coming to us, and we would know until everyone literally has been erased from existence. At all times, we could be surrounded by beings of the fourth dimension, but we could not see them or detect them in any way because we live in the third dimension. They could be observing and studying us right at this moment. And maybe this is the reason why we have not found any extraterrestrials, because they are four-dimensional beings. Because of the cellular composition of our eyes, we can see light with low contrast in the periphery of our vision better. The way cells work means that they have a lower activation point, so in the darkness, you could see better. So with that in mind, theoretically, if you see something in the corner of your eye but it's not visible when you look at it directly, it could really be there. There exists a very high possibility that extraterrestrials could be way more advanced technologically than us, and we would face extinction if they were to find us. And yet, we are trying to find them. If aliens are observing us, they are seeing us even though they are light years away in the past. If they are 65 million light years away, they are watching dinosaurs.
There's a small parasite fish called candiru that can swim everywhere into your body, and possibly have a feast. Yikes. It lives in the Amazon forest.
There's a biochemical harm that consists of a virus that, if freed into humanity, it could end it all. And a ridiculously high amount of the living beings on Earth. This event would be a little mistake away from taking place.
There are millions upon millions of people in the world, which means that there are people that you won't ever know existed. They will leave their lives independently without having ever seen or heard about you, and you will leave without knowing about their existence. Humans are always at danger of being ended. Whether it is supervolcano or climate change. It could happen at any moment, so live your life. The governments already have pre-recorded transmission in case of emergencies, including what to do in case of an alien attack. The whole Fermi paradox basically establishes that there is a reason why we have not been contacted by aliens. Some of my favorite hypotheses are that intelligent life wants to destroy us, everyone is hearing but no one is transmitting, Earth is getting deliberately alone. This just to observe us in our natural habitats. Then, of course, is the read filter that says that something is killing civilizations before they are sufficiently advanced for interstellar communication.